Good morning. I'm Naveen. The previous classes we have studied about our natural resources, what are its types, how it will be exhaustible, what is how it will be we can renew it, and all those things, and why it is important. All those things we have studied in the previous classes. Today classes we are going with the one more thing, that is land resource. What are the main advantages of India's land under variety of relief features? This question has been asked in the 2011 CBSE board. Total marks they have given as a 3. Exam timings it is 6 to 7 minutes we have to write, and the spirit of time it is a 4 to 5 minutes we can finish off. So the land, first point is land is most important natural resources, that is, you know very well the land what we are having, it is the most important natural resources. All economic activities human beings take place over land. The economic activities such as industry, agriculture, and all those things, what are the economic activities which will be going, that is under land, on place over land only. It supports natural vegetation, wildlife, human life, transport, and communication system used for various purposes and proper planning also. India has a variety of relief features. Has variety of relief features such as mountains, plateaus, plain, and islands. 43% of the land is under plain and provide facilities for agriculture and industry. 30% of total surface area occupied by mountains. It has perennial rivers and serve the purpose of tourism. 27% of the area country is covered with plateau region. Define the following terms: current fallow land, other than current fallow land, cultivable wasteland. CBSE 2013, the three were there, three 1 question carrying 1 marks. The land resources are used for following the purpose. Land can be used for forest. Land not available for cultivation, that under that barren and wasteland. Land put non-agriculture uses, example buildings, roads, factories, etc. Other uncultivated land, permanent pasture and grazing land. It will be for the grazing, that we are calling in Kannada go maharajaga ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. Land under miscellaneous trees, crops and grows not include in net zone areas. Some of the miscellaneous trees, crops we are growing grows, but it is not including in the net zone area. Culturable wasteland, left uncultivated land more than 5 years agriculture. The land which are used for agriculture before, but from the since 5 years or more than 5 years we are not using that land for any other futures, that is we are calling as a culturable waste land. Next, fallow lands, that is current fallow less than 1 year. Other than current fallow, it is between the 1 to 5 years. Net zone area, what are the area which are used for the purpose of agriculture or agriculture productivity, that is we are calling as a net zone area, that is gross crop area we are calling. Next, what is the land use pattern in India? How we are using land? What are the distributions of the land in India? The question is like this: 33% of total land area of a country should be under forest. Justify this statement highlighting the environmental values of forest. As per the government rules and the what are the international, that the 33% of the earth should be covered with forest, but use of land is determined by both physical, that is the topography, climate, soil types, and human factors, that is population density, technological capability, etc. The total geographical area of India is 3.28 million square kilometer. In India, land use data is available only 93% of total area because of land use reporting of the north region state except Assam and some part of Jammu and Kashmir has not been surveyed. What are the part we are the only what are the land will be the 93% we are getting here. We are not taken as a some part of Assam, Jammu and Kashmir, not surveyed at all. In this picture, you are seeing what are the land has been distributed. The Directorate of Economic and Statistics, Ministry of Agriculture, which has given in the 2017 that you can have this in the general land use categories in the 1960 and the 61, general land use categories in the 1914 to 15. What are the things we are using, or what are the characteristics or the types where we have divided the land? It may be the forest, barren and unculturable wasteland, area under non-agriculture users, permanent pasture and grazing land, area under miscellaneous tree crops, groves. These are the things. So, what is the reason for the agriculture land has been decreased? All those things. The land under permanent pasture has also decreased nowadays, but we are able to feed our huge cattle population on this land. Most of the fallow lands are either of poor quality or the cost of cultivation such land is very heavy. The quality of fertility of the soil may get very low, or the when we are going for the doing agriculture in that, it may be cost heavy. Hence, these are cultivated once or twice about 2 to 3 years. The pattern of net sown area varies greatly from one state to another. 80% of total area in Punjab and Haryana, 10% in Arunachal Pradesh, Mizoram, Manipur, Andaman and Nicobar Islands. What are the forest area which are as per the National Forest Policy of 1952 says that it must be covered of the 33%, but in India we are not having of the 33% of the of forest area here. Important for maintenance. Why we need 33% of forest area? It is important for maintenance of ecological balance. Livelihood of millions of people depends on it. Many of millions people are based on the forest or the land resources in here. Wasteland also we are including in here. What are the wasteland means? It includes rocky, desert, arid areas. These are the used for the non-agricultural activities such as settlements of roads, railways, industry, etc. Land degradation and conservation measures, which is the main cause for the land degradation in Gujarat, Rajasthan, and Madhya Pradesh. How it can be checked? Human activities. Human activities have degraded lands and also increased the phase of damage of lands. 95% of our basic needs are satisfied by land in the form of food, clothing, and shelter. Some of human activities such as deforestation, overgrazing, mining, quarrying to have contributed significantly in land degradation. In states like Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Orissa, deforestation due to mining have caused severe land degradation. In states like Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, overgrazing is one of the main reasons for land degradation. In Punjab, in the states of Punjab, Haryana, Western Uttar Pradesh, over irrigation is responsible for land degradation. Ways to conserve land. How can we conserve land is the next point. One first thing, afforestation and proper management of grazing, planting of shelter blades, stabilization of sand dunes, proper management of wasteland, control of mining activities, proper discharge of disposal of industrial elephants and waste, afforestation and proper management of grazing, planting of shelter beds, stabilization of sand dunes, proper management of wasteland, control of mining activities, proper discharge, proper discharge and disposal of industrial effluents and wastes. As a time for quiz, we can go for a one small question here. How much is total geographical area of India? 3.28 million square kilometer, 4.28 million square kilometers, 2.28 million square kilometer, 5.28 million square kilometer. Answer, you know that answer. Next class, I am going to deal with you as a soils land we have studied already. We are going with the soils as a resources. I hope you have understand the classes and enjoyed the classes.